They in a damn Cadillac truck. All right, your car. Bring us on in, brother.
Shalom, Yeshua. First and foremost, we give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all for their Akim. Let's preach the word in all truth and sincerity. So when the Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy of America's downfall, which America, according to the Bible, is Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon. You know, we here to fish for the elect of Israel, you know, to sow the word to them, to warn our people not to take it, you know. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith Yahweh, unto the land of Israel, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and recompense upon thee.
Culture, worshiping all these pagan gods, pagan holidays, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving,
man,
worshiping man, idolatry, you know. So this is why the Lord is bringing destruction, because of the wickedness of our people, man. Can we get Sirach 47, you know? Because our people are in abomination of state, man. All the ways of life that they're worshiping right now is opposed to righteousness, man. Mm-hmm. And the Lord is not pleased with that.
Man, the Lord is coming for you women. And then yesterday, there was a mass shooting at a Buffalo grocery store, and the Edomite went in and slayed 10 of you jakes, man. You know? Then at a playoffs game in Milwaukee, there was another shooting. You know, then you had, you know, a couple of months ago, the shit that was happening, the terrors that the Lord brought upon the amusement parks. Both sides snatching bodies out of
rides,
roller coasters and popping them on the ground. Both sides not playing no damn games, man. You know? Both sides not playing no damn games, and he's visiting the earth in which he made. There was a fire out here in Orange County. You know, hurricanes, tornadoes, natural disasters happening all throughout Babylon the Great, man. You know?
And to add on a little more what you said about the food shortages, Esau strategically destroying all these food production plants throughout the whole world, man, by way of planes and stuff, man. You know? To orchestrate, like you said, a man-made famine.
Yeah.
You know?
You see Ezekiel 5, verse 16, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine.
And the arrow is directly, when someone shoots an arrow at you, it's directly pointed at you. So this plague is directly pointed to your tribes, man, because of your rebellion and wickedness, man.
Yep.
You know?
Which shall be for their destruction, in which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread.
And we seeing the increase in food shortages, man. You know, in these storehouses, you know, it's getting more and more pricey, more expensive. You know, because that's. You gonna say something?
You know, you know, chicken is very popular amongst the Negroes and Hispanics. So let me destroy. Ezekiel 5, verse 17. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts.
Yeah,
you know. 17. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I Yahweh have spoken.
Yeah, so the Lord spoken it by way of his prophecies, man. And that's why the prophets are out here to tell you, starting with our apostle as a great millstone, to warn our people the destruction that's coming, man. Can you go to Jeremiah?
I got it already.
Okay.
Jeremiah 28:8. Yep. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied. I was like, nah. Yeah. And Hananiah, he was coming in the name of Yahweh. You know? Yeah. So.
And the Lord ended up taking them out.
Yeah, killed him.
In 7 months.
Yep. Actually, yeah, 15. So Hananiah the prophet died the same year in the 7th month.
Yeah, because he wasn't doing the will of the Father, man. You know?
Yeah, and it's a lot of people that's following these false prophets, man. And, you know, when the MOTB gets pushed out, the famine, the pestilence, Jacob's trouble, you know, all these different sad perils that the prophets go into week in, week out, start happening right in front of your eyes, then you're going to not only know that it was a prophet among you, but that the true prophets, you wasn't following them. You know?
Yeah, because following the false prophets, that's the wide gate doctrine. And the Lord said, many there be that go in at basically that wide gate doctrine, and ultimately it's going to lead to the destruction. You know?
This is Ezekiel 14, verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived, when he have spoken a thing, Yahweh have deceived that prophet.
Yeah, so ultimately the Lord deceived the prophet, you know, because the Lord don't want the undesirable, the 2/3 of Israel, for them not to receive the truth, be converted and healed. Yeah. So the Lord sends false prophets to weed away the non-elect of Israel. You know?
It says, Yahweh have deceived that prophet and will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel.
Yeah, that's what the Lord's going to do, man. With all the amongst the circumcision, amongst those that's preaching the word deceitfully, preaching the word of Most High deceitfully, man. And the scripture say, "Cursed be the man that doeth the work of the Most High deceitfully."
Because a lot of these guys, man, behind the scenes, they didn't did backdoor deals, they didn't took bribes, they didn't took purses, you know, they taking gifts, and as it is written, a gift destroyeth the heart. So these people, they take these different incentives from these, you know, people behind the scenes to pervert the doctrine, and then it destroys their mind, man. They start talking about other nations can be a part of the salvation, which only pertains to the children of Israel when you rightly divide the word of truth. They get to talking about the MOTB as something else. Christianity, you know, it's a piece of picture of people for his ears. And they get to talking about how the earth is flat and women can be prophets and you ain't got to go on the highways and the byways and the camp doctrines is wicked. So it becomes an ongoing or perpetual
toxicity,
evil communication. It's just butchering the scripts. But he answered, 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself."
And right, how do we measure the time diligently within itself? By keeping up the current events and mating it with the prophecies in the Bible. You know? And a lot of stuff is going on throughout the whole world as you know, that was brothers is bringing out, you know, the current events is going on, man. You know? The Lord is saving the best for last, you know? But when it comes to America, which is slowly it is, it's not going, things are not going to go back to normal now.
I want to make a point real quick. It says, in uproars of the people in the world right now, you got this Roe versus Wade situation going on, and you got women and men all throughout the landscape of Babylon the Great, you know, protesting so-called, I'm not even going to say the word, but, you know, AB rights, you know, and with that being taken away, which Lord willing it will, and bros foresee that being taken away, this is the beginning of the downfall of women. You know? Because the Roe versus Wade and women's rights and equality, all that must mesh well. All that is a part of the same pot. That's stupid.
Feminism.
So as that's being taken away, women's rights is finna be taken away, man. Because the scriptures do speak about, can you just get a precept for me and I'm going to break it down real quick. Isaiah 32:9, you know. The scriptures speak about how these women is finna be brought low.
It's Isaiah 32:9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease."
At ease, because that's what this society promotes. Easement. Comfortability.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much these cities in the way in which they're built, you know, the transportation, the underground subways, the metros, you know, the cars, the infrastructure, you know, all that's built for comfort for women.
Leisure and
so our people, like you said, men know how to survive, know how to adapt to their environment.
With the Most High behind them, guiding.
Yeah, because the Most High got a close relationship to the Israelite man. Prophets starting off, of course. Go ahead.
Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
It says, hear my voice, ye careless daughters. And the Lord speaks by way of the prophets. You know, he had multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets, as it is written in Hosea 12:10. So you women is supposed to humble down and hear the Lord's speech by way of the men that he set up. But this society teaches, women is equal or above men. You know, you don't have to, listen to what a man got to say. You do your own thing. But see, that was a snare that the devil laid right before you women, and now you're trampling over. You know.
It says, verse 10. Many days and years shall you be troubled.
Which is a long period of time, man. See, the vibration of Babylon the Great is changing. Babylon is too turned up right now. And it's changing for the worse. You know, you got women out here that's trying to, figure it out, go back to school, go back, get that degree, go to college. And it's already been found out that college is the most terrible mistake that you can make here in the society, because you're gonna find yourself in debt. Then you're gonna get the job you want, and 25% of your pay is gonna be going towards paying back them damn loans, man. See, this system is all strategically mapped out, man. Because this is the place of our judgment, the Israelites. This is the place of our captivity. You're not gonna be able to, in righteousness, we're gonna fandangle yourself and get you a nice lifestyle. You gotta be wicked, man.
Verse 10 says, many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women.
Careless, man. These women is careless. They have a baby, and if they don't like the man for whatever reason, they do away with him and get them another. Or they move back to mom's house. Meanwhile, mom and dad is in their ear telling them all kind of shit that they want to hear because they in the world. Then they got the society that aids them with the various different conveniences. EBT, low income housing, child care, and all these different things. And these scoffers have been multiplying week in, week out at camp. So Shalak Rayam Ashapayim on that guy.
It says, for the vintage shall fail.
Yeah, the vintage. What is the vintage? If you buy some vintage clothes or some vintage furniture, that means that shit is from another generation, another time period.
Yeah.
So what it's saying is the vintage is gonna fail. The old ways is gonna fail. All that, you being courteous to women and happy wife, happy life, and putting women on a pedestal and holding doors open for women and the women and the kids first.
Yeah.
All that shit is finna change because people is noticing that women is a part of the problem.
Yeah.
A lot of these women is a part of the problem. Shit, 90% of the Israelites that's in jail right now is in there because of women. Like the scripture said, nowhere, but then they also do it the reverse way. Have a girl beating the shit out of a man and nobody comes to a man's rescue. But you know what? We got to come from. We got somebody that's going to come to our rescue, which his name is Yahushua, which is mighty to save.
It says the gathering.
The ratio to men is 7-to-1. So it's going to be so many women out here willing to offer themselves up.
Yeah.
And then when all hell, death, and destruction is underway, you're not going to be able to get your tampons. You're not going to be able to get your menstrual pills. So you women is going to be asked out. You're going to be getting raped, hair snatched out, kicked to the curb, literally.
I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
So this is divine intervention, what you're experiencing right now. This is the Lord. It's faithful and true, meaning they come into pass. It's going to come to pass. The Bible's prophesying the downfall. There's a reason behind this, of these people. Meanwhile, the people that's saying that, they're the crazy people. They're the crazy people. They're the LGBT community people. Scriptures say, immediately shall can we get that real quick? Immediately shall the storehouses become empty. Meaning on a sudden, it's gonna be good one day, and the next day it's gonna be like, wait a minute, what the fuck? I was just here yesterday.
Like that C-19.
When C-19 hit, that was immediately because people had ran out getting toilet papers, tissue paper, hand sanitizer, alcohol. Got it, bro.
The second Ezra 6 and verse 22. And suddenly, started sown places appear unsown.
The sown places mean the place that got everything going right. You know, store shelves, the shelves are stacked up. It got top stock. You know, surplus. Whole shitload of eggs.
Reserve.
We got reserve. We got if you need more water, there's some in the back, and I can go get it from for you. All that shit is gonna be found empty because you don't think these people that work at these grocery stores, they not telling their family, hey, you know what? You know, last couple of months, man, the grocery store, the Safe Light or the Vons or the Ralph's grocery store. I know it's different names of grocery stores in different states, but you don't think these people that work at these places is telling their family, like, look, inventory been low. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all to go up here to the store first. You don't think they having those conversations? Because, like you said, food is a great motivator.
Yeah, like Pastor Wild was saying, food is a great motivator. So Esau know he can have people submit to his will if the food is low. You know, hence why they're preparing for a new whole currency system, which would be the implantable device, cash in society, man. You know, and it's also a shortage on fuel too, diesel fuel. So only trucks. Diesel fuel is only compatible with the trucks. So if it's no diesel fuel,
there's some cars that use diesel fuel.
Okay. Yeah. So if it's no diesel for the trucks, then it ain't gonna be no diesel for the trucks that bringing the food for any cities. Yeah. And plus, on those, like the video you sent in the chat, Emma was breaking it down. They have to, send to a little big old boat, cargo boat.
Yeah, ship containers.
That has diesel fuel, you know. So it's just a domino effect, you know.
Yeah, you women, y'all don't pay attention to stuff like that. Y'all pay attention to Cardi B album coming up, the Met Gala, different award shows. Y'all pay attention to challenges and trends, just a whole bunch of worldly shit. So that's why the Lord said in Isaiah 32:9, rise up you women that are ease, hear my speech. Because this is the music that you want to be playing around your house.
It says, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
The full storehouses. The storehouse is a grocery store. It says full meaning it's the capacity. So it's gonna be suddenly meaning immediately, meaning unawares. Meaning it's gonna happen like when you least expect it. Empty. Just like this whole infamil shit, the Similac and all that, which in February,
And I said I can't settle.
Yeah, in February, they recalled a whole bunch of Similac and different infant, shit,
formula.
In February, and then you got BG, Bill Gates. While all this is going on with the shortages of infamil, all this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. He's coming up with artificial breast milk.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
So Esau, he's getting sloppy. Mm-hmm. Like it's written, is there no more wisdom in team?
And they got this Beyond Meat too.
Oh yeah.
Which when I go to the grocery store, I don't be seeing people buying it. People,
they don't even be having like 1-2 packets of that.
And they got it at Carl's Jr. The Impossible Burgers.
Yeah, they got that.
The Beyond Chicken and all that.
Yeah.
They doing it.
But like you said, that suddenly came to pass. But that was an example of this. 1 Thessalonians 5:2. For yourselves know that perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. Because people they wasn't watching, they wasn't expecting that. So that happened as these people as a thief in the night. When the thief comes to your house, it's unexpected. He just come to your house.
And you know how Esau is catching Jake off guard? We talking about Jakes of the world. By all this bread and circus, man. You know? No, the requirements are done away with? Okay, cool. No more mandatory masks? Okay, cool. Oh, the Super Bowl? Remember the Super Bowl with Snoop Dogg and all that shit?
Yeah.
You know?
The playoffs.
The playoffs, Super Bowl, the playoffs. You know, all this shit, the Coachella, the concerts, the venues, all this different.
At its time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare. So,
Respect, not redeeming the time because of days evil, you know, not paying attention to what's going on. This ain't the time to have the attitude of, oh, that's not happening in my neighborhood. That's happening in a couple of states, you know, going out west. That ain't the attitude that you're supposed to be in and you out. You're not like women just distracted on their phones and taking 1,000 pictures and shit and checking social media. You got your head on a swivel, you know, because if not, you'll be in the back of one of these.
Yep.
You'll be in the back of an emergency vehicle, pleading for your life. Because that dude that shot up all the people yesterday, you had people that was in their comfort, walking outside, you know, and looked like all he was shooting was nigga women. From what I saw, because he was sparing Edomites. Did you see that part? He was sparing Edomites. Edomite was right there by the restaurant. He's like, oh no. And the dude said, oh, I'm sorry. Didn't even shoot him. And shot some other nigga woman down the way. So many days and years like we was going into Lord when we go back after the car make his point that these women is finna be trouble.
I was going to add on what you said, you know, go in the morning. It's best to go to the grocery store early in the morning anyways because there's no traffic and, you know, all the inventory is set up in the morning. So you get the best of the best in the morning, you know?
Yeah. Why would you want to go anywhere at peak hours? You know, you up there at 5, 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. You going there 10 p.m. at night, you know? And then when you go into these stores, it's not the time to be, you out there with
Walking back to the car.
Walking back to the car, and then when you get to the car, you think that's the time for you to take a little break. Nah, man.
Jay gonna smoke a cigarette, bro. You know, Jay gonna.
You know?
It says Ephesians 5:16, redeem the time because the days are evil. One
police going this way, this motherfucker going that way. And it says redeeming the time, which when you look at that verse in other translation, it says make good use of the time. Mm-hmm. Meaning you haven't have time management.
Yep.
Because why? The days are evil. Yep. You gotta be thinking like, man, is it wise to do this? Is it wise to do that? Is it wise to go over here right now at this hour? What time is it? You know?
Yeah, you go to a liquor store when it's full of niggas outside 12 midnight.
Yeah, 10:30 p.m. You at the liquor store. You going to the liquor store because it's convenient, and you don't feel like going to the safe grocery store that's well illuminated.
Yeah.
You want to go to the blackout liquor store with niggas out front, and you think you gonna run in here real quick. You know?
That's the worst place to go. It says, verse 17, wherefore be ye not unwise.
Be ye not unwise, meaning you got to be walking in the spirit. You got to be having the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord, which enables prudence. You know? And ultimately, you praying to the Lord, man. Yahweh Shem shall protect me as I go out and come in. You know? Keep me safe out here. You said no evil shall happen unto him that feareth the Lord.
God.
You said angels encamp around about them that fear you and delivereth them. Protect me out here, you know. But the thing is having a level of discernment on how to navigate, because when all hell break loose and Jacob's trouble is happening, and you seeing Esau, he's got these newly created militarized vehicles, you know, and these robot dogs, they running up and down the street,
man,
you know. You got to be out here moving with wisdom, man. Don't wait till Jacob's trouble hit. Oh, is it Jacob's trouble? Okay, this is the time I should start using prudence. This is the time for me to start walking in the spirit now. Nah, right now, this is the time for you to practice reading the energy of a building. What was the energy like? You know? Because you can go to certain places and you be like, man, I don't know, it's just something weird about what's going on here. Mm-hmm. You know, let me cut it short, let me just get this, and then I'm out of here. I'm out of here. This is the time for you to start reading body language.
Yeah, social cues.
Social cues. Look that word up, right? You know, you seen the motherfucker with all military shit on. You know, this motherfucker got military shit on and combat boots. Edomite, and you know you in the Jake neighborhood. Wait a minute, what the fuck is he doing in the parking lot? Why is he in his trunk for so long? You know? It's time you gotta exercise those different fruits of the spirits, man. Don't wait too late. You know, you sitting in your car chilling. It's been so many murders recently, and it was Jake's just chilling in their car. You know? Get your ass out your car, go in the house. You know, as you pulling up to your neighborhood, you looking around. You know,
learn how to read the room, bro.
Read the room. The Lord gave us this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Let's get 1 John 4 real quick.
Yeah, because in your neighborhood, you don't know who watching you.
Yeah, who watching? Even with that meal, you know, just taking, you know, rip off the address. You know, that stuff like that.
Because you know. Might be a brother that always look fly, like fresh and stuff. Yeah. You don't know if niggas bothering you like the next time, you know? Yeah. But you know, Jake got that demon spirit of envious. Mm-hmm. 1 John 4:1, it says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High Yahweh, because many false prophets are gone out into the world."
Well, we know that's talking about false prophets, but the point is, you need to exercise spiritual discernment. Right. Believe not every spirit, but try the spirit. You gotta be discerning spirits, man. You know?
Proverbs 2 and verse 11. Discretion shall preserve thee.
That's wisdom. Discretion, it'll preserve you, it'll keep you alive.
It says, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man.
The way of the evil man? Who's the evil man? That's Esau. Like, for example, how discretion shall keep thee, and what else is it?
It says, discretion shall preserve thee, and understanding shall keep thee.
For example, Matthew 5 and 25, agree with thine adversaries while thou art in the way of them.
Medium.
That's discretion and understanding, keeping, you know?
Because Esau is expecting Jake to resist. You know, because it's many accounts of Jake resisting and being put to death. So when he see you using discernment, using wisdom, and that kind of like, wow, he's different from all these other, you know?
Right. Because going back to these big ass supercomputers Esau got, they use these officers, police, sheriffs, these various different police agencies, when they having their little corporate meetings, you know, they little meetings before work, they pulling up the statistics.
Yeah.
You know, 8 out of 10 traffic, you know, when we pull over somebody for a traffic stop, 8 out of 10 blacks who get pulled over for a traffic violation, our data shows that typically this and this and this is going to happen. Yep. So when those Edomite cops pull Jake over, they got that data, and that data is on point. You know, it's a high chance. It's a high chance that I pull this man over. I mean, we laughing, but that's how they operate. When they pull a Jake over, they know it's a great chance that I'm gonna either have a verbal confrontation with him, a shootout, or me taking him to jail. So when they get out their car, they already on 10.
Yep.
Because they already on 10. You know, before they get out the car, they You know, getting it ready.
Sharper than a bunch of nerds crushing numbers on them algorithms.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cause these motherfuckers sit up and they study and they watch Jay.
It says, verse 12, to deliver thee.
Man, this is irritating.
Judgment Day.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's Judgment Day.
We might as well just take a little break, man.
Man. They're not even going to the same place the other two cars.
Foul spirits coming out of nowhere.
Fake demons.
Oh man. Rifles and shotguns, and also not only are they weaponized, they're also on drugs, so they're not in their right mind. Esau got all that shit. It's like the brother said, it's nerds back there typing all this shit in them supercomputers, man.
This is but that's why, you know, it's good to have the Lord on our side, man. You know?
Yeah.
This is Psalms 94, verse 18. It says, when I said, my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O Lord, held me up.
Yeah, because sometimes you may go off. You feel me? Sometimes you may go off, but since you've been a servant of the Lord and, you know, you've repented and all that, and what the Lord will do, he had angels do stuff for you in the spiritual realm. And then it say in a Proverbs, when a man ways pleases the Lord, he even making his enemies be at peace with him. You know? I had a situation where I had to get on the phone and talk to these Edomites. And I was telling them good morning, how you doing, and all that, man. And most I had the big mercy on me. It looked like living an octave right there. You know? So
yeah, it was times I had a flat tire. And, I had the tools to change my tires and stuff, but I didn't have a jack, you know. And I had a jack, but I had to do it manually, so it was gonna take a long time. And lo and behold, Edomite fired the devil to help. You know?
You know they real.
And he came out of nowhere. I was like, oh shit, you know? He like, you need a jack? I was gonna say no. I was like, yeah. You know, I help you out. All right, cool, man. Appreciate it. You know? So that's the Lord can look out for you. Put the spirit on the devil to help you out. You know?
The Most High got an incorruptible spirit that's in all things, you know what I'm saying?
And also too, I was in Key West in Florida, and I don't know, you know, where I was at. The little chick I was with, she had the bus driver dude's contact information. Her phone died, and you know, it was coming close to the time where the charter bus was gonna take us back to Miami. I'm like, man, because he said, if y'all not back here by a certain time, we're gonna think that you staying here and we're gonna leave. So I'm like, wait a minute. Your phone died? So I was like, you know, I said a prayer in my mind, like, y'all rushing outside, help, you know. And I went, it was an Edomite in the trolley. He was on break. And I just simply asked him, like, do you know about like charter buses taking people somewhere else? Because we don't know where it's at. You know, this devil said, hey, you know what, I'm on break, but you know what? Hop in, I'll take you to the charter section.
For all, I'll read verse 3 again. It says, fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, so we don't, the Lord has given us spirit, or given us the warning, and also he'll give us the spirit to not give a damn about what these people got to say about what we got going on over here. You know?
It says, verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's 2/3, man. Zechariah 13 and 8. Hey, shalom. You went to the bathroom?
Shalom.
all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So 2/3, going back to Zechariah 13:8, is going to get cut off and die. These are the people that's going to have the imaginations, the incredulity, scoffing, mocking, thinking shit is a game, not taking it serious. Most High's going to slay their ass, man. And pursuant to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, the Lord will destroy all age groups, young or old, both maids, little children, and women. You know?
You suffer 30 over a man.
Yeah.
So the Lord is displeased with that anyways. You know?
Absolutely.
It says, verse 5, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
So it's the Lord that's bringing these plagues or these prophecies or these said perils upon the world. And it said the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Because there's going to be various different ways that the Lord is going to be bringing destruction upon the world, man. Now make sure you pray before camp. Yeah. You know, there's going to be various different things that the Lord is going to be bringing upon the world, man. You know, the famine, the tribulation, and race wars. And this whole situation that happened yesterday with the 10 people getting put to death, you know, and it was an Edomite, which we know this was done behind the scenes because he was live streaming. You already know the information that's going to be coming out is, we got the live streams on social media. We're going to have to do away with that.
Yeah.
You know? Because behind the scenes, what they really want to do is take away his truth. Because his truth is bringing out a lot of all the counsel of the wicked. You know? The truth is bringing out all the counsel of the wicked. So they got to come up with little crafty, little shit to try to come against the truth. And when they go into these demons that they pray to and consult with, they're asking for sacrifices. Look, you want the famine of the word to happen? Well, you gotta drop some bodies for us. You know? And it's becoming, the more we get closer and closer to the end, just like how we gotta sacrifice more, you know, just as we gotta do more for the ministry, more for the brotherhood, be more diligent, be more on point, and prioritizing the truth more, Esau gotta offer more sacrifices. There's gonna be more shootouts, more dead people, more random catastrophes, you know, because those spirits is demanding that. You know?
It says, verse 6, For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
And we see it, man. You see the alphabet community people, now they got this whole thing with these damn pronouns.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, he said she, and my pronoun is they. So that's sexual harassment. They just making up shit now. You know? And not to mention, you know, all the other shit that's going on in the world, man.
In Finland, this dude got arrested for reading the Bible scriptures. Just letting you know, I'll send you the video later if you haven't heard of it. Yeah, they arrested him for reading the Bible scriptures. Yeah. Especially if they go against the alphabet.
Yeah, the crazy people. Yeah, so and then also you got, just the attitude and behavior of women is just getting worse, man. You know? And then men is just completely out of order. They running behind these women, being more effeminate. Drug usage is at an all-time high. Overdoses of fentanyl is at an all-time high. You know, people is losing their damn mind. You know, you got the diseases and the pestilence out here. They saying that the C-19 is causing people to have AIDS. And then children is getting hepatitis B.
Yeah, hepatitis.
You know, so you got all this different crazy shit happening, you know, in the world.
It says, verse 7, it says, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
And now the tongue of the Lord, or the mouthpiece of the Lord, is the prophets. The Lord is not holding his tongue no more. The Lord got the prophets out on the highways and the byways, bringing it out, man. Can a brother get Isaiah 19? Where it speaks about there should be an altar in the midst of Egypt. There should be an altar, and there should be a sign.
Yeah, because the Lord has been suffered for years, man.
Yeah.
Since the truth came out in the Bible, it's talking about Apocalypse, which is Elijah the prophet. Went back and make my nation for years, you know.
Book of Isaiah chapter 19, verse 19. That day shall there be an altar to Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's these various different camps throughout Babylon the Great. Egypt is spiritually, Egypt is Babylon the Great, which is America.
And it shall be a sign and for a witness unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts in the land of Egypt.
And what's the sign? That the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. That the Lord is dealing with the Israelites. And that these people, if they are of the elect and enduring to the end, these are the people that's going to be the future rulers and magistrates and royal people that's going to govern the world to come. Strong with the Yahushua.
Right? And it reads, shall do sacrifice. Wait, Alright, and it reads, for they shall cry to Yahweh Shem Yahushai because of the oppressors.
So they shall cry to the Yahweh Shem Yahushai because of the oppressors, the so-called white people, the Edomites. But that's the Lord not holding his tongue no more, because his men is going to be crying out, man, sparing none, showing Jacob their transgression in the house of Jacob their sins. Roughly paraphrasing, bringing out all accounts of the Lord, the prophecies, you know, all these particular things that the Lord got written in the scripts, the mysteries, the secrets, and making it plain on tables, man.
And he shall send them a Savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them.
And that's our Lord Yahweh, whom we waiting to return. Which there was recent videos of NASA live streaming videos in the heavens, and it was fleets of various different sizes of the chariots, man. And it was a big fathership that came on there, and it looked like, you know what it looked like? A snowflake. It looked like a large snowflake in gold. You know, just going to show you the ways of the Most High is. So when the Lord Yahweh Shai come on these chariots, then these people, all these people you see right here, they're gonna be giving up the ghost. Yeah. It's like very large aircraft.
Mountain is a testament of height.
Yeah.
You know, makes sense.
Yeah, because the elect is going to get beamed up into those shits. And they're going to escape the wrath. They're going to flee from the wrath that the Lord has set against this place.
Alright, so quick precept, book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 25. Behold, or actually, I'm sorry, verse 24. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yeah, so this judgment that the Lord is bringing upon this place is because of his people.
Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which destroys all the earth. And I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and I'll roll thee down from the rocks, and I'll make thee a burnt mountain.
So the Lord is going to destroy Babylon the Great. And as it says there, he said make the whole world what?
It says, which destroyed all the earth.
Which destroyed the whole earth. How does Esau destroy the whole earth? You got deforestation, you got fluoride in the water, you got the chemtrails, you got false philosophies, you got concrete, you got which places where you go get your tarot card reading, satanic temples. You know, you let these crazy people run rampant, and they have laws. They have whole months dedicated to their lifestyle. You know, democracy. You understand? And you have none other to blame than the so-called white man, which is biblical nationality, is Esau Edom. Because the Arabs ain't going around here doing that shit, man. You don't see Moab and Ammon doing this. We damn sure not doing this. You don't see big ass Japheth behind the scenes in custom-made Edomite suits running shit with long hair down their back. You don't see that, man. Ishmael. the Syrians. You don't see them doing that. You damn sure don't see the Africans, the Hamites, running around with edge ups and ripped off clothing, man. They're running around barefoot patrolling shit, man. It's you so-called white people. And you going in slavery.
No clothes.
That's it.
Second Edges 15 and 8. It says, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things.
Suffer meaning allow. So the Lord ain't gonna keep allowing the spirit of Egypt to keep prospering. It's gonna come a time where that what a man soweth is that what he shall reap. You know?
Read the second Edges 15. I shall not allow them to do those things, man. You know?
I'll read it. I'll go in that chapter if you want to pick it up.
Yeah, you pick it up.
This is 2 Edges 15, verse 9. It says, therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the Lord's gonna avenge them, man. You know, the Lord's gonna recompense them for their wickedness, man. You know, the Lord's gonna avenge his elect. You know?
It says, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Which are the elect, man. Because the elect are the innocent ones that the Lord's gonna save. You know? The Lord's gonna have the elect slate be clean, man, through the blood of Yahweh. You know?
It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, and I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Yeah, this is America. You know, so how have our people been led as a flock to the slaughter? You know, by way of all these ways of life that's outside the truth. You know, such as black culture, Hispanic culture, Native American culture, man. You know, going to college, putting all these things above the Lord, man. You know, because the Lord said he's a jealous God, man. You know, so once he sees that you put more energy into something else, into a false God, that he gonna, you know, destroy you for that, man.
Let's go if I make a point real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It says here, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. So you're not gonna benefit here. You know, this place is for your destruction. You know, it's not for your prosperity and you trying to make it in this life, unless you sell out. And selling out requires you to be an abomination or very wicked, but you're gonna get destroyed anyway. You know, so you know, cats out here that think that they're able to make a sure foundation for them, and you know, I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna give me that house, and you know, I'm gonna make me a soft landing for my children when they come. You got the wrong mentality. You know, because the way inflation is happening, stagflation, hyperinflation, you know, the cost of living and all these different things, people that was set up to retire this year or next year, they ain't gonna be able to retire, because now with the stock markets and the different things that was happening within the the stocks, the dividends and the shares that they held, they have decreased, man. You know what you might have had maybe $900,000 in retirement last month. This month, now you got $400,000. That ain't shit, man. So now you done labored all your life thinking you finna finally hit the finish line and just retire. $400,000 ain't nothing, man.
It's gonna keep going up too. You know. So that's why, you know, it says they that labor in vain. So, but what we doing, righteousness is not in vain. You know.
Right. Verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Yep. The Lord's gonna destroy all the land thereof with the ultimate plague. What is Zechariah 14:12 about that? You know? Alright.
Book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. This shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holds, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Yeah, so that's the ultimate plague, man. And the only thing that's going to be able to do that is by way of
mannequins that used to be upright straight like a person, literally down melted. Why? Because of all that heat. So that's the fire and that's the judgment that these people is going to take. And this was here decades upon decades ago. In the 40s and 50s. Alright, so they got that new technology now. Hey, these people are gonna really feel that fire, man.
Yeah. And you know what? These missiles, they travel. Well, it's not the missile that's gonna do the damage, it's the warhead. These warheads are gonna be traveling so fast where it's gonna enable like a suction in the earth, and the warhead is actually going to explode before it hit the ground. That's how much power and velocity is coming with. Then it's going to cause that as the scriptures call it in Isaiah 14, the besom of destruction, or the nuclear wind, and it's just going to sweep all throughout, the area that it's impacted. And it's not just one missile hitting this place. Scriptures speak about 200,000. 200 million, like 200 million. Now continue here in 2nd Esdras 15 and 12, Egypt shall mourn.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing now, man. These people mourning, man. Living pay up.
What's that? Yeah. And then here it is, these people is living a life full of oppression, and you broke, and the economy is fucked up, but you still trying to save your life to live this shit, man. You had old people, oh no, I don't want to get it because I don't want, look, you finna die anyway, aren't you?
80 years old.
You 80, 75 years old, you finna die already, aren't you?
That's why the scripture says in that same chapter, the faithless shall die in their unfaithfulness, man.
Yeah.
I got a precept too. Book of Isaiah chapter 24 verse 7. The new wine mourneth, the wine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. Alright? The mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth.
Yeah, so the whole vibration of this place is just gonna come to a complete halt, man.
We always say, the Lord already destroying all the Jake idols, these R&B singers, these rappers and shit.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a point in time, man. The Lord gonna take out all these celebrities, man, because they are the ones that's forwarding the wicked agenda to lead our people astray, man.
They shall not drink wine with a strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
All that going out, partying and bullshit. Reality is finna set in on these people, man.
Yeah, because a lot of people like to escape the reality by doing those things. Drinking wine, liquor, strong drink, with songs and stuff, man. At the bar, these clubs, what they call it at the beach? Gatherings.
Bonfires.
Yeah, bonfires. Yeah, bonfires.
Oh yeah, with the drum line. Don't forget that
Yep.
they had a whole line of drums, and they'd be sitting up there doing the crazy dances.
Because over
Like
excessive
incense and shit. It's like
I was just gonna say, over excessive alcohol, it takes a toll on your body.
It does.
It ain't saying nothing wrong, drink some yan, according, moderately speaking. But when you do it over excessively, man, that's when your body starts breaking down. That's when you start getting them liver problems. That's when you start getting that sharp pain in your chest that leads to diabetes. Things like that, man. That's when the real ailments come. And these people living in that gross darkness, they don't care. All they live after, the pleasures of the lust of the flesh. You know what I'm saying? They're not looking about that. They're not thinking about that. And until they get broken down. See, how about speeding up the expiration dates on everything, man? All right, and that includes the body. Okay? These people's physical bodies gonna be breaking down out here in Jacob's trouble. They're gonna be really getting plagued out here, man. All right, verse 10. And it reads, the city of confusion is broken down.
Yeah, city of confusion, that's Babylon, America.
And they're using a fool to break this bitch down. They're using a fool, they're using the American dollar,
Iron fuels, which is Russia, man.
Yeah.
Almost 1/3 to half of their imports when it comes to the fuel, whether it be oil, natural gas, and solid fuels, they come from Russia. Now the Europeans is going to be asked out, and you know them Europeans is already pissed off. They out there protesting, you know, the yellow jacket movement, the yellow vest movement, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? That's going to piss them off even more, man. And that could be a key motivator into the peace turning against the war.
And also, you know, Finland, they just announced their being conglomerate with NATO. You know, and you know, Russian President Vladimir Putin came out and said that was a terrible mistake. You know, so scriptures speak about war, rumors of war, man. You know, and all these little skirmishes and rumors of war and things heating up, that's all going to add into the destruction of Babylon. Because Babylon the Great is a great import country. You know, when you read in Revelation 18, it speaks about all these imports that come here. All that shit is going to get cut off. I think you got a precept, right?
Yeah, I had a precept. You talked about Biden. This Isaiah 30:1. It's like the brother said, you know.
They said January 1st, they're going to raise the minimum wage to combat inflation. They're going to raise it a whopping 50 cents. It's going to go from $15 to $15.50 January 1st. Like, come on now, you got to do all this suffering.
Right.
You know?
People, you know, which we understand only the elect is going to wake up, you know, but we still got to warn 2/3 to come back, you know?
And a part of that trust, you know, like the brother brought out, you know, the $600 stimulus check. You know, these high up governments be doing that because the minds of the people are so destroyed that they would trust. I can't wait to. The scripture just said it's gonna be that confusion because at the end of the day, that's to get your mind off of what's really going on. Like the brother said, Biden is sending a specific amount of money over to Ukraine to fund this war. And just like America does with any other war, Iraq, that tax money that you motherfuckers pay, man, is being funded to that war, man. You know, it's being funded to any war in all actuality. So you people in this society are getting duped, man. You know, but you trust in this society because Biden could give you a $600 stimulus check. Oh, we're gonna do unemployment again because it's a lockdown. Y'all gonna go crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to get free money, the unemployment back popping. You know?
Going back to them supercomputers, Esau know what to do to make you niggas go quiet. Get quiet, man.
Yep.
Oh, we just send them another $500. They'll be cool for another 6 months.
Right.
Easy to a precept. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Yep.
Yeah, so, you know, seeing the different things that's going on in the world, and, you know, you made it with the prophecies, it's going to make you mad, but that's why you come out and you saw and you cry. All abominations. But the point is, the gift destroyed the heart. You don't think Esau knows that? All I gotta do is give them a gift.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them a $600 gift. Shut these niggas up.
And
They gonna get the money right back to me anyway.
And that's what the governors would do in the Roman Empire. They would pacify the people, please the people, so there won't be a resistance against them. So the same thing these governors doing now. You know? Yeah. We're gonna give y'all $600, all the money y'all got, $600.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because even though they was giving that specific amount of money out, they still tax you, man. Esau tax you for everything.
You pay. A lot of people who got those stimulus checks, they have to pay that back when they got their taxes. They get their taxes.
Yep.
Some of us could even file taxes because of that.
Yeah. You know, got the unemployment on there because, you know, he giving out this bread, but he telling you to tax your unemployment. I'm unemployed. How you gonna tax me unemployed? You know?
Selfish. So once that one piece of they said they can never have enough. I'll let the sound tell you.
that, a lot of those rental relief agreements they told you to make with your, don't you have to pay during that Crown Vic? They
Oh, that's
Day.
Psalm 73.
That's Psalm 73.
Yeah, Psalm 73 to 7.
Psalm 73.
At the end of the
said-
day, all this money, all this money being pumped into the system, they're waiting for an economic collapse, man. To where this money is gonna be, you're gonna be able to wipe. Who is he, man? You know? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 7 says, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart can wish.
They have more than their heart can wish, because you best believe that these devils are living abundantly while the Lord masses are suffering, man.
The live stream is
You
chopping.
know?
They got trillions of dollars. It's a saying they got old money going back to slavery. But
Yep.
they want your files out your account.
Then they got
That part.
Fortunate on that. All right, Book of Job, chapter 20, verse 14. All right, and it reads, "Yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of the asps within him. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again."
Yeah, because at the end of the day, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, them riches that these devils got were all got by what? His sword, man, and they were stolen.
Yeah.
You know? Can you get Zechariah the 5th chapter, Brother Kashan? 70 AD. You know? They were taking out stuff from the temple, man. They see from who? Titus Vespasian, Domitian Vespasian, man. All right? It's a reason why they got certain specific games talking about the Knights Templars going to Solomon's temple. Because these devils ain't nothing but thieves, man. They ain't nothing but thieves. All these riches that were gotten, man, were gotten by fraud and deceit, man. This devil ain't earned an honest dollar. Them slave plantations, them warehouses, man, these devils ain't earned no honest dollar, man.
And another shootout.
Come.
Multiple people shot at California church.
Wow.
Like we were saying earlier, these demons on the left hand side is requiring more of a bigger sacrifice from these elites, man.
Yep.
The demons is telling them, look, we need you to go into a church, we need you to go to a grocery store, we need blood.
Yep.
We want your NWO, but we need more blood.
Yeah.
You know, just as the Most High requiring us, go out, you want to be the first fruits, you want to be the governing body, okay, we'll go out on the highways and the byways. Okay, we'll go present your bodies a living sacrifice. Go teach and preach.
Yep.
I'm gonna put you through chastising and shalom. Shalom, bro. That's
Something that McDiggins no do no. But the sun gotta go down. McDiggins got a threat against the my people alone.
all right. They eat the meat, spit out the bones. You know,
I'm gonna figure them out. I don't like to fight. I still trust my weapon.
that's our weapon too. And that weapon is grievous to our oppressors.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Have a good day.
Too, man.
All right,
Too.
all right now. You know, Most High open up the preparation of the heart, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. Well, although he says some sun god shit, we know who the true power is. We know what Yahweh Shemel Shah. You understand?
Scripture say the devil's fear and trouble.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Esau is requiring a bigger sacrifice. I mean, these demons that Esau worship is requiring a bigger sacrifice, just as the Lord is requiring us bigger sacrifices, more consistency, being more fervent. You know, because things is finna go to the next level. It's finna go to the next tier. You know.
Yeah, pray precept for that. This is Luke 12. This is Luke 12 and 48. And reads. It says, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. Unto the whom man hath committed much, of him they will ask for more. So the point was in, for unto whom much is given, of him shall be much required. So we have been given this truth abundantly. So much is going to be required of us. More sacrifices to be made. More fervor in the spirit. Reading more, studying, doing more videos. Fasting, the spirit hop on too. You know, because like the apostle always say, we going into hyperdrive.
We got like 30 minutes.
So it's going, you know.
Yeah, Esau finna go on hyperdrive, man. Esau is finna go on hyperdrive. You know, and you know, right now we're in the Sabbath right now, which is a full moon, and they say of the blood, a certain blood moon or something come in tonight. So we know Esau on the left hand side, just as we got high holy days, and you know certain things happen on new moons and full moons. Esau do little wild shit too. You know, you had so-called Friday the 13th. You know, which you had the Milwaukee shooting that happened then, and then yesterday you had out here because before y'all came,
The heaven and the earth, you know, I'll do away with
Most High
Israel.
revealing the secrets to the servants.
Our rap been getting real
I
good
would say
with all
this,
the,
with all the deception they got out with the astronomy,
what your gift
biology,
is, bro, is how to
them
grab
going
information
into the
punch it
earth
down
and
and
the
whip it
heavens,
right
man.
back out.
They know
Don't
where it's
saved,
here.
bro. It's all
You
through
know what
the
I'm
spirit.
saying?
You got that part.
Damn, what you feeling attached to Yahweh Shem outside either. Because Yahweh Shem outside, every day he keeps on creating stuff. So he gave him a little impossible task. I got a good precept. Book of Revelations, chapter 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time.
And you know what Esau's signs is? Chariots, man. You know? Like the Lord is showing these devils, like, look, I'm at the dump. You know? This is that time. This is that time. And you know, I had called for Zechariah 5 real quick.
Yeah.
Because these aircrafts is going into the house
The thief.
The thief, man.
Yep.
Zechariah 5:1 says, "Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll."
This wasn't no sandwich.
Nah.
You know, this wasn't no garlic bread.
Nope.
You know, cheese bread, naan bread flying up.
No, everything bagels. Everything bagels.
Burrito shell flying in the heavens, man. This is an aircraft, so-called UFO, which the angels travel in.
It said, and he said to me, "What seest thou?" And I answered, "I see a flying roll. The lift thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits."
So this wasn't a big chariot. Nevertheless, it was a chariot, because the chariots come in all different sizes, like we saw in that NASA video. It was the little small little white dots that bros normally see, and then it was aircrafts you couldn't even describe them. Like I said, when I saw it, it looked like a gold snowflake moving in the heavens, man.
They got the Tic Tac too. The Nimitz.
Yeah.
The SS Nimitz saw the Tic Tac. Like look like a mouse. you know when you on a mouse and you like that's why he was flying.
And that's the strangeness of our salvation. You know, when people start seeing these specific crafts, see the power that we serve deals with what do you call it? You know, strangeness, but
Strangers of our salvation.
strangeness, but it's another word for it. Supernatural.
Right.
You know, these are supernatural vehicles that this world's eyes, man, when they see them, they're gonna fall in great fear.
Yep.
It says, verse 3, "Then said he unto me, This is a curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth."
This is a curse. These aircraft. So when Esau see him, oh shit, what the fuck? You know, that's just like, you know how you at work, you slacking and shit, you got shit to do. You know, you at work, you got certain assignments. You know, you like, shit, the boss ain't here. You know, you drag your feet, but then the boss come in and open the door. You, oh shit, come on, this gotta be done, gotta do this, gotta do that. That's the spirit of Esau. So he finna be having all kind of shit happening, man.
It says, "This is a curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side according to it. And everyone that swears shall be cut off as on that side according to it, into the house of the thief."
Yeah, so Esau is seeing these. The Lord is bringing it forth, meaning the Lord is giving out the commands, go into Egypt. Go show yourself. Because these aircrafts, they can go invisible.
Yeah.
They can go invisible. They can be not detected on radar. You know? If Esau got a missile that can't come up on the radars, best believe the Most High can have his aircrafts to not come on radar. You know, but the point is, the Lord is showing himself.
It says, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name.
That's Esau. And like I was saying, the Lord is showing himself, because in Isaiah it speaks about, surely thou art a power that hideth himself. You know, the Most High can hide himself. He can hide certain things. He hid the prophets. You know, he didn't have his tongue out here. You know, but now the Lord is showing himself. Yahushua, he gonna crack them clouds and come. Just as you crack the door, it's hot. Let me crack the door open a little bit. Or somebody at the door, let me crack the blinds and see. Yahushua, he gonna crack the clouds. He gonna come from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. And we saw it on the NASA video.
This is Romans 9:22. What if Yahweh willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessel of wrath fit to destruction.
And that's Esau. But the point I like right there is how the Most High will make his power known. Meaning he's gonna show shit. He's gonna show things. So the man that's carnal and the man that's looking for a sign and gotta see something, he can fear. Because we see the Lord in the spirit. You know?
I want to make a point. It says long suffering, the Lord had been long suffering with the vessels of wrath fit to destruction. That's an example of the Lord hiding himself. Being long suffering, not showing his power. But now he's showing his power now to let him know that, you know, Esau, you ain't nothing but man. You know? You ain't nothing but dust of the earth, man. You know?
I got a good precept for you. It's Isaiah 28:21. For the Lord shall rise up as in Mount Perazim. He shall be wroth as in the valley of Gibeon, that he may do his work, his strange work, and bring to pass his act, his strange act.
It says his strange work. See, the Lord does things that man can't comprehend or put words to formulate what they saw. Like we said on the NASA thing, when those aircrafts was there, you could see. We think that, okay, when the Lord comes, it's going to be, the round, the circular, saucer variations. It's variations. You know, you got the feline world, but there's different types of felines. You got big-ass tigers, you got lions, you got your regular house cat. You know, you got, panthers. You got different species.
You know, the heavenly host.
The script say 12 trees laden with diverse fruit. So you got a tree, one tree is an apple tree, different vibrations to it, just like the tribes. You know, Judah got a spirit, Ephraim got a spirit, Reuben, Manasseh, Asher,
Issachar got that spirit.
Naphtali, Issachar, Levi, Simeon. Tribes got different vibrations to them, but they are all Israelites.
Yep.
So a person that's saying, the Israelites is black people, man, they bug the fuck out of their skulls. Eyes popped out of their brains, man.
Who say that? Quina? They're all black. They Mexican, they dark skinned.
So we should just walk around in town and search for the blackest nigga, and that would have to be one of the top, prophets of the Lord.
Right.
You feel me?
Wasn't one of King David's grandmother or something like that, Ammonite?
Yeah.
Moabite or Ammonite. So
that was David's great grandmother.
So it's tribes, man. There's a cat that pushes out that both sides gotta be dark skinned, man. Both sides gotta be black.
That's ridiculous.
That's carnal shit, man.
But then if you go try to holler at her, she got a front of comment.
Yes,
This Romans 9:28. It says, for he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth.
Yeah, not only will the Lord be doing shit quick, man, the Lord gonna speed up the days for us. Because if the days is sped up, no flesh shall be saved. Because Esau, he is like a madman sparing none.
Coming down with great wrath.
And he coming down with great wrath. And he got he wielding the sword.
Yep.
I got that for you. This Matthew 24:22. And unless those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yeah, so the Lord is going to speed up the time, man. You know, the Lord is going to be having, because the Lord controls everything in the earth by way of the angels. So the angels is going to be, through the commands of the Lord, working on the minds of this one and that one to do shit.
Yeah, we already in May, so, you know.
Yeah.
Already in the 5th month already, so.
Times are speeding up, man, for the elect's sake.
Yeah, because it seems like every time you look up, it's time to go to camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, the precept, oh, yes, sir?
I was just gonna say 15 minutes feels like 2 minutes. Before you know it, boom.
Today it did. It did.
This is Psalms 119 and 126. It is time for thee, Yahweh, to work, for they have made void thy law.
Yeah, these people don't care about the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Lord. So therefore, it's time for the Lord to work.
That's another precept to prove that the law is not done away with.
Yeah.
You know. So when you make something void, you just don't acknowledge it. You just and that's how these people look at, you know, the laws and commandments, the Lord. You know. So the Lord, hey, when he get done, when he start setting that judgment on a high low, he ain't gonna stop. And all these people that's walking past, they gonna acknowledge who the real man the Lord was.
And the judgment gonna start at the house of the Most High.
And all you guys that come up to the camp and want to battle the prophets and you want to say your little shit and all this stuff, man, the Most High is gonna deal with y'all, man. Like that dude last week, you know. And we talked to him before. You remember he came? Ain't no.
Don't understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
That's what the Lord doing now, you know. All these signs that we keeping up with these current events is blood moon about to come in tonight, you know. So the Lord is visiting the earth which he made, man. It's a time and season for everything. It's a time of the Lord's judgment. You know, time of hate, a time of destruction, time to rebut which was planted. But the Lord gonna do that with Esau people.
Right.
He sent Yahweh Shai to destroy this evil.
But it said the highest, the most high bad, man. He know he bad.
Yeah.
You know, and it's high and it's uppercase, man. The highest begin to visit the. Because at the end of the day, what you people don't realize, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shimmy Yahweh Shai, man. You know, hey, the Heavenly Father put the blueprint out to make what you. He's a king, man. The king sits on the throne. He don't have to do nothing. That's what he has servants for, man.
And these people of the world, they don't respect the king.
That's right. Yep.
They don't respect Yahweh Shemel Shai, but they will. You know,
Yep.
when they start seeing them apparitions and demons, they will know it's the Lord. You know,
And it
this
says,
how Pharaoh acknowledged the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, and Esau got that same pride as Pharaoh. Man. Didn't want to acknowledge the Lord. You know.
And that's the same spirit that's going to cause them to fight against the heavenly host, being led by Yahweh Shai, man. Right? That's the same spirit because he wants to continue on his dominion. He wants to live out his NWO. Right? His New World Order, he wants to live that out, man. All right? But guess what? He's not going to. Okay, matter of fact, all these agendas, all this him going forth, and like the brother was bringing out, you know, all that communion with spiritual demons, Satan on the left-hand side, these spiritual sacrifices is going to be for naught, and ultimately it's going to be a snare unto him. That's going to be his downfall.
Now it says total lunar eclipse will turn the moon red. Here's how to watch. So we already know red is associated with Esau. So this can be the sign for Esau. I speak as a man that, look, it's time for you to work, Esau. It's time for you to get down, man. We need blood.
And also too, red, when you look up the definition of the color of red, it means war, it means death. You know, so a lot of these blood moons, you know, like the elder brother Yashuramba brought out when that pink moon came. You know, when they had a pink moon, that pink moon basically meant it was a sign for hope. You know, so these red moons that are coming are signs to us brothers through the spirit and power behind by she was diligent, and we like, okay, that's a pink moon. That's a sign. That was a sign of hope for the elect. Also, to these red moons were a sign, you know, to the elect that look, man, You know, hey, this devil, he about to come out with great wrath. There's gonna be war and there's gonna be death coming. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And look like Esau, he's doing shit ahead of schedule.
Yep.
You know?
This is Exodus 34:10. And he said, behold, I make a covenant before all thy people, I will do marvels, such as
But really, that's a sign in the heaven to the elected of the Heavenly Father that, like the brother said, Revelation 12:12, great wrath is coming. That's why the Lord said in Matthew, the 24th chapter, if a brother can, Brother Kashah, get it from me real quick. Brother Kashah, where it talks about if that person knew that the thief was coming. You know, because that's what this all ties into. That's why it's essential, like the apostles say, that we got to be in prophecy, because prophecy is going to give you the timeline of, okay, this is happening, that's happening, war is coming, Esau's about to come with great wrath, and the Lord is about to come back. That's how we measure the times diligently.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't about to be out here having 2, 3, 4 hour debates with pastors for no reason, man. You know? We measuring the time diligently through these prophecies, because the thief is about to break in to the house of the thief, which the real thief is Yahweh Shai, man. All right?
This is Matthew 24, verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come.
And see, you get these idiotic people
Will come.
and that's supposed to be us. We're the good men of the house. You got it, brother.
It says he would have watched
Yep.
and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Right, because that good man is going to be on point. You know? That good man is going to be on point, and that's how we should be. That's why the scriptures in Habakkuk, it calls us watchmen. In Isaiah, it calls us watchmen. You know? Stand upon thy
shit,
tower.
man, look. It was a judgment.
He-
He fell out his chair. Ain't no telling.
How that happen?
He went there.
You know, to sing Yahweh Shai so he can, you know, claim his kingdom, man. You know? And
I
Lord,
want to
one
say
of-
something real quick. Because the Lord, that right there shows you the Lord ain't no respecter of person.
Nope.
That's right. Yep.
No, the Lord didn't give a damn. This man is in a wheelchair. He's paralyzed from the waist down. Most I still did a lightweight judgment on him.
right.
You
Fear.
know? Smote him off his chair. But you got so I just wanted to make that point for the spirit league.
That's your part, man. You know? Hey, the
Hey,
Lord
that's
ain't no
hell
respecter
right.
person.
That's hell right there.
Yep.
You feel me?
And look, he look like he can't even get up, man.
You know, that's hell right there, man.
because the Bible somebody was right there.
That's hell.
He was just sitting there.
Right.
If it was nighttime or something,
He probably drunk. Why didn't people in the wheelchair?
and they be some of the most meanest
Yeah.
motherfuckers, man. Get out my damn way, motherfucker.
Yeah, like people that got like issues like that.
Demons, bro.
Yeah, they be they be.
And the chair didn't even fall down. He just fell out the chair.
He got the electric joint. But see, Jake helping Jake, but these motherfuckers would just walk by and look at him. You know?
But you know, Jake would have broke. But Jake would have broke his neck. They helped them damn crooks out. Them crooks
Oh
over
yeah.
there and shit.
Oh yeah.
The least they would have did was call 911.
He gotta be drunk.
Matthew 24, verse 44. Therefore be ye also ready for such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. So I can read that again. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh.
Yep, it's such an hour as you think not. The Son of Man coming.
So when you least expect it.
Yep. 'Cause these people mine out here, especially our people, they mine ain't on the Lord about to come. You know? They like hey, they live in that YOLO. You only live once for a moment, man. While we're living in the mind state of, man, look, man, we gonna do what we gotta do for you. How about Shemal Shine? You know, right now, so we can get blessed at the end of it. Because at the end of the day, hey man, the Lord's coming with that judgment, right? And he's coming as a thief, okay? and he's coming as a thief in the sense of from people that fell out, that went back into the world. For you people that don't know what the Lord looks like, for one, that's going to be a major thing. When the Lord cracked them clouds and you see a big melanated man with a beard, all right, looking ferocious, man. That's going to be another thing that these people are going to be like, oh snap, their heads going to split. They might fall, they might die in that instance, man. They might give up the spirit.
Their hearts are gonna fail.
They shall tremble.
Hey, these people probably been worshiping blood, man. Yeah, I think that was it on that.
I got some. The book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 3.